In this video, you're going to see how I took this small camera bag to Salem, Massachusetts on vacation with me and got this photo in front of the house of the Seven Gables. Alright, let's start with the behind the scenes shot. We picked a quiet side of the house in hopes that we wouldn't get a lot of tour groups walking past, and I really liked the little bit of black fencing going around the building, as well as the interesting windows. There's some depth in the building, and the little steps going down would help us a lot in posing because my camera was going to be low to the ground. Now, I could tell you that when I was crafting this image and framing it up, I wanted my camera close to the ground so I could make the house look big and powerful, as well as my magical model, Sherry. In truth, it's because I didn't have much space in this little bag for a real tripod, so I fashioned this small one out of the stabilizing feet on my Monopod and a 10-year-old ball head. So here's a photo with just the ambient light. You can see it's a little shadowy in the eyes, a bit dark and ominous, but I like this image. If that's the vibe you're going for, I think it does an okay job. But of course, being me, I wanted to overcomplicate this situation and add more. So here's the fun part. I wanted to add a little bit of that photographer's pixie dust or light into the mix and bring attention to the witchy woman in front of my camera. I've got this Godox 8200. I use this thing all the time. They're pretty cheap. I keep a couple with me, but for this bag, it only fits the one. In order to control it, I need my little wireless trigger. This is the Godox X1 Pro, I think. And we just chuck that on top of the camera. Now, I usually use this strobe in manual. It's got a TTL function, which works pretty well, but this is less of a how I did the photo and more of a what I did to make this happen. The tricky thing is, I don't exactly have space in this bag for a big heavy softbox or an umbrella or light stands, and Sherry and I are on vacation in Salem. We didn't bring any assistants with us. Oversight, I know. And now I'm going to show you how I brought in the sort of interesting light onto Sherry's face here. And I'm going to move this bag out of the way at this point. I think you've seen just how small and compact it is. And show you this. In here is a little reflector that I've had for a long, long time. And it's one of those basic 5-in-1 reflectors where one side is silver. We open it up here. Other side's black. You can use that as negative fill or just to block a light entirely. And then when you open it up, you have a white side and a gold side. And in the middle is a little bounce card, or the way I used it, it's kind of like diffusion that you would get on the front of a softbox, or the shoot-through umbrella is also a diffusion layer. And all we're going to do is we're going to hold this strobe in hand and shoot through the light, and it'll come out much bigger than when it's coming from here. So we're spreading the light out using this as if it was a softbox or umbrella. Let's talk about the photos that we were getting, and I'll clear this stuff away so it's not all cluttered up here. I started with the standard Rembrandt sort of light look, and you can see the little shadowy triangle on her left cheek. And that's her left, camera right. I hate talking about directions in photos. Anyway, I'm kind of thinking maybe a butterfly light would look nicer, or a clamshell lighting where, you know, one light is above her and one light below, but there's no way that I'm going to be able to make that happen with my limited light stands, these hands, you know? So just like that, we have her turn her head a little bit toward the light, looking happily into it, and as if to say we had found that perfectly magical combination of framing and lighting and posing and intention. The sun comes pouring in through the hedges and the trees, camera left, and dapples the black house beautifully with golden light, and we have our final frame. I think moments like that really bring to light, pun intended, what photography is all about. There's luck to it, but it's about making sure all of the little pieces are in place so you're ready for when that lucky moment happens. And just like that, we got the photo that we came for, so we could pack up the small amount of overkill equipment that I had brought with me on our little vacation, and allow all of the tourists of Salem to go on their merry way and enjoy their audio tours with the headphones in. I want to say a quick thank you to my beautiful girlfriend and most wonderful model, Sherry, who put up with my photography antics while we were on vacation and allowed me to practice my guerrilla lighting techniques on location. And of course, thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this. It's my first attempt at a video of this nature, and I'd love to think that you might have gained something from it, a little bit of knowledge, even if that is just, if you're going to overcomplicate your Instagram photos on vacation, be quick about it.